Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes.
Yep. Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
My brother was popping.
How you doing, my brother?
Chilling. Over here singing Esa Loca.
Dale, huevo.
No, bro.
Hey, how's that weather over there?
Bro, that shit sucked, man. I was fucking, yo. Talk about sweating, bro. Holy shit. My shit, I was
Bro,
a faucet, bro.
the heat index is off the chain, dude. And then I pulled my back trying to show off.
Oh, hell no. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, my shit is stiff, dude. Oh my God, man. I'll sweat. We got Stormy Rivers. We got Joey Dimes. We got my sister Kat in the house. Teresa, the baby Marie. How you doing, mama? Joey Dimes.
That's what's up.
Oh man. Our brother Lou's probably gonna be a little late. You know how it is. We got all them kids.
Hell yeah, bro. Right now he probably feeding the dogs, bro.
Sean, what's good? Good to see you.
Bro?
Yeah, you know he's with them dogs right now.
Oh man.
Well, how was your fourth fight?
Bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. I stood inside, man. I had the dog going crazy, so I said, I'm just gonna hang out with her because she was like losing, bro. She was losing her marbles. I was like, oh shit.
I went down to Lake Eola, watched the fireworks for a little bit with my cousin and stuff. He brought his little boy out there and stuff, and we did that for a little bit. Came home, chilled, shorty stopped by, ain't do much. I know a couple of nights before that, I know I passed out on a goddamn live. We went to the goddamn strip club. I was lit.
Yo, so you went to the strip club. You see any flight attendants?
Hey, but my cousin is crazy. It's like, because he got that up north mentality. So we stop at this one club. I'm like, dude, why are we even going here? We go to my boss's clubs. And he's like, let's check this one out. Bro, that shit was hood as hood can be. Everybody congested in the entrance. I was like, bro, this is a fire trap, bro. I was like, stuff jump off, somebody get hit. Everybody got one entrance. I'm like, y'all, you tripping.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember them spots, bro, back in New York. Hey, Blue, what's happening, brother? What you working out in the street, bro?
Working out in the street?
I thought you was doing fucking exercises and shit.
Nah, just a little spot we come to right here. Well, you know what I mean? We're pushed back and away from everybody, the main street and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you.
Check. Let me address this real quick. Burn the hive. No matter who you are. I don't get down with that little petty indirects and shit like that, especially with everybody screenshotting and making big shit about people being in chats. So if you want to hang out here, change your avatar. We ain't playing that bullshit.
Oh, but
Bomba Thursday.
Bomba lo que hay, coño.
Good morning. Hey, where's Leo's ass at?
Oh, fucking
Lo que hay.
Leo.
What's that? That's the lo que hay. El combo, huh? Lo que hay.
Steve, good to see you, bro.
Earn the high, huh?
Bro, that's that bullshit. Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot,
Oh,
of,
so,
there's a lot
there's a few.
of people going into chats with all kind of crazy ass names, bro. Fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
there's a few of those running around, and I know exactly how. Oh my God, Savage speaks. How you
No
doing,
doubt.
sweetie? Good to see you. Thank you, Savage. I wanted to thank you for speaking up for me and doing that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro, that shit.
How the pups, Lou? How many you got now? 6, 7?
look how Big Champ got.
Look at
Wow.
that. Big champ. And look at Daisy.
Damn.
He's
But
about 3 inches taller than Daisy. Um,
Daisy's
we
thick.
got
She's still thick.
oh yeah, she's big.
Oh,
So Champ with his little ass, 5 months old, he was over there. My cousin, my prima and them, they had a dog already before we started all this, right? Before we started
Mhm.
getting, starting the kennel and stuff. And her name is Versace, but they call her Sachi for short. Well, she's like 8 years old, right? 7.5, 8 years old, something like that. Anyways, this fool right here, 5.5 months old, he got stuck with her. I went to the backyard to go clean the mess up after them and
oh
feed them.
man.
Yeah, my cousin yells, Yowie! And I'm like, what? I'm thinking something happened, like, something bad, like emergency type thing. And she's yelling my name, Yowie! And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you ain't gonna believe it, they're stuck. I'm like, who's stuck? What are you talking about? And she's like, Champ's stuck with Sachi. And I'm like, oh man. So her son is my little cousin. Some people would say uncle. They would call me uncle. In some families because of the age. You know what I mean? They're really your cousins. They call you uncle out of respect. You know what I mean? But anyways, he he's a little upset because he's thinking that we planned it or whatever. And I'm like, nah, hell no. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, but he's worried about her because of her age that she's gonna be okay if that did happen. And so anyways, I tapped in with the breeder that I got Champ from, and they're like, well, we've been running tests, basically like practice runs with his brother Achilles. Because a lot of these dogs, they do the artificial inseminations, right? Because a lot of the males are so big, it's hard for the females to hold them up and all that type of stuff. So you see a lot of the artificial inseminations going on, and they told me that they've been running a lot of test practice with him, so that way when it does come to the time for him to breed, he's already knowing what time it is, and he don't be gun shy, I guess you could say. And so anyways, I said all that to say this. They said that he every time they do it, he'll his thing comes out and he swells up, but never no semen. So they're like, oh no, he should be okay. They do get stuck, but 5.5 months old, he probably won't have nothing. No juice basically.
Shooting blanks.
So I'm like, oh okay, I'm hoping so. But now, what I didn't say was that Daisy was in heat at this time. She was the only one that was actually showing. She was swollen, bleeding, all that. The other dogs weren't showing, but they were in heat too. And I didn't never see them get stuck, but I did notice that once just like with most females, once they're in heat for so long, after usually it's it could be anywhere from 10 days to 15, 16 days. That's when they're receptive to the males. And that's when you'll start seeing them, turn the rear end towards the male, put the tail to the side, all that type of shit. So I started seeing her do that with her uncle through the cage and stuff like that. And then I seen Champ get on top of her a couple times, more so playing, and she didn't growl or snap at him. So I'm like, man, they got stuck in the middle of the night. One of those nights where I had them with my cousins. It was 2 nights. And so anyway, she's showing signs where her nipples are swollen, those type of things. And what I'm hoping is if, they went through all that it's just a false type deal because, she went through the process, if that makes sense. If you follow me what I'm saying. They actually did the intercourse, all that shit. So her body's telling her that, that's what's happening because the normal process the female, cycle, that type of deal. So that's what I'm hoping. But I'm seeing like pouches of milk in the back tube nipples. So I'm like, oh my God, this was not supposed to happen. You know what I mean? But his little ass, 5.5 months old at the time, doing things that, picked on him, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactamente. Yeah,
Hell
he's like,
yeah. Horny motherfucker, boy.
he's like that 14-year-old that's fucking jumping fences and hopping through daddy's little girl's window. You know what I'm talking about? Man.
Yeah, everybody's welcome here. Everybody's welcome here.
Yeah, we don't do that bullshit, man. For real.
Yeah,
anybody comes in, as long as you come in respectful, we're good to go. Mikey, what's going on?
Mikey.
Silverback in the house.
We got redheaded.
Hi, Terry Tom.
What's going on?
But we do have for sure we got the Sombra Louis Vuitton puppy. It seems that she has the muffins in the oven.
Oh, swear.
Yeah, she's black. She's a black female. Obviously, Sombra, if you guys don't know, Sombra could mean either shadow or it could mean shade. It's used both ways, but she's black with a little bit of white on her chest, and she has the ticking, which is like the white spots. And then the male is he's a lilac. It's Daisy's mom's brother. He's a lilac tri. He's a lilac tri merle. So he's a 3-color, and then he has the merle pattern. So we're hoping to get, because black is a dominant color. A lot of times black will paint over, whatever, anything pretty much. We're hoping that, and also blue comes from black. So we're hoping to get some black merles and some blue merles out of it. And if we get some tries, which means 3 colors, that Rottweiler color, the Doberman color, and then also the chocolate. If you guys know, they have the Doberman Rottweiler, that other color that you don't see too often, where it's that rust color with the tan points. That's chocolate tri, and then you got lilac tri. You know what I mean? So we're hoping, because that's what's in right now with these dogs, the tri colors, and then the merle pattern. So like I said, Louis Vuitton, he's a tri-color and he's also merle. So that's a double whammy on the positive side. So if we can get anything, either one of those, it's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
People are going for color nowadays instead of worrying about the health of the dog, the structure of the dog, the temperament of the dog. They'd rather have color. You know what I'm saying? Which is not important to me. Temperament's important. These guys are all well behaved. You know what I mean? Obviously you got to put work in with them, because you got to, you know what I mean? Obviously they're going to be the more work you're going to put in, the more your dogs are going to be.
Nobody do me a favor. Nobody block Cincinnati Pimp Daddy J. I want Pimp Daddy J to hang out right here in this chat, and I want to explain something to you, Pimp Daddy J. He's all right. You'll be back after 300 seconds. There's not a content creator, and I'm sure people who have known me in the 2 years I've been in this community know me, and they've heard these words before, and I'll say them again. There's not a content creator on YouTube or a man in this world that makes my heart skip a beat. So you can save all that shit. You can't come in here with that third grade instigating bullshit. You just can't. As long as I've been anything on YouTube, I've been a man. You got me twisted.
That's just a motherfucker trying to be funny.
No, they're gonna come. I see what they're doing. I expect it. I know how the game is run. They forget there's no amateur over here. I'm very good at what I do. I'm not new to this motherfucker. I've been here since the inception. Get it right.
Yeah. No, they don't do well in the heat at all, Sean. I went and bought these guys swimming pools. We got misters, but one of them chewed up the misters. I ordered some new ones. So you gotta, and then always keep in mind, people, when you wet your dog, cool them down. Wetting them in their body is not gonna cool them down. You start with their feet, because they got the glands on the bottom of their feet. So just like with the lions and all that, it's the same type of concept. They cool from the feet first. So just if they stand in the pool alone, that will help out a lot. But they don't do well.
It'll rise up, it'll travel. It's kind of like when we're out there doing roofs and shit like that. They tell you we'll have an ice bucket, and you'll put your wrist in the ice bucket, and the cold will travel all through your veins and cool your body down. That's the best thing. But I've seen dudes make the mistake and put their goddamn head inside that bucket and stand up straight and knock themselves the fuck out, crack their head wide open, automatically knock
That's,
themselves out, shut the body temperature down too fast.
and that's another thing too, since you brought that up too. When you see your dog panting like and they're panting, that's part of their system to cool down. They're panting, but people make a mistake and give them water right away, and that can be a problem where they drink all this water and now they got in their stomach water and air, oxygen, and it can. I'm not exactly sure the term for it, but basically their stomach basically like twists inside out and or upside down, inside out, whatever, and they could die. So if your dog's like running around and exercising and really hot, and you think he's thirsty or she's thirsty, let them do their thing for a good 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes before you give them water, introduce them to water.
Yep.
It could be a problem, a big problem, you know.
I can imagine how it's been for them with the heat out there. The heat index has been hard over here. It's been hard over there for Nelson.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro. This shit been crazy.
Well, last Saturday was only so far. That's been last Saturday when we came on. That was the only so far really real hot day. It was 107, 108 that day.
Damn.
Yeah, and that was the first day I busted out the pools, and the only two ones that got in the water were the two girls, Big Maybelline, Auntie Maybelline, and Daisy. That was it. The boys wouldn't get in. Finally, yesterday, Big Red got in the backyard, and I heard some splashing, and I looked through my cousin's window. Got the blinds, but the wood ones, I'm not sure what they're called. But anyway, I moved it, and I was able to catch it. He was just having a blast up in there. He was just pawing at the water and shit. So that was cool to see, man, because, once they learn the concept that it's going to cool them down, they take to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fish Slayer.
Let me touch real quick. For the mods, we've always had this policy since we created the no-fly zone. The mods, you're allowed to drop any links you want. You don't even necessarily have to be people that we watch or people that we like. If it's somebody that you support as a mod and something, you put their channel up in there. That's how we get down over here. I don't discriminate. It can even be somebody I don't like. If you support them, that's cool. We don't play that stuff. So, mods, if you want, you start dropping links. Like I said, no matter which link it is.
Fish Slayer. I don't know. Is his message showing?
What happened?
Fish Slayer is his message showing, because it's showing over here that says give him the option to either show it or hide it. So I tried to hit show, and it said
it says saludos para mi gente.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's a fellow Cali Riqueño.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, give me a minute. I'm gonna grab some links. I'll start dropping some links. How we do.
Yeah. Muggsy, what's up, Muggsy? Muggsy Steven. See, I know the spot, but it didn't know. Yeah, that's looking. The heat, man. Yeah, it's no joke, man. It's no joke, that heat. And
So I was gonna tell you. So Flacco made bail, huh?
Yeah, he made bail, and pretty cheap bail over there. It's like I was saying the other day, man. California is just big business. Bail's big business here in California, man. But yeah, he made it out, and he's trying to concentrate on, fighting the case and trying to stay away from the drama and shit like that. You know what I mean? I will tip my hat off to him, man. He keeps it real, and when he realizes that, he handled things wrongly on things, he can admit it. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is that he was just like, he let his ego, get the best of him on some of these things, these trolls and some of these people that were doing some of the backdoor, peer type things. You know what I mean? And so he's thinking about, stepping away and concentrating on what he got going on in his personal life and stuff like that. So, but yeah, he made bail.
You know what?
And I got him already. I got him already. I got an idea who it is.
Yep.
That little
Crack him
kids,
over
little kid game. Be a man. Be a
Yeah,
man.
that warrior,
That's
whatever.
my new motto out here. Be a man. With all the whole thousands of males out here, be a fucking man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a trip because they come in like that with all that. They come to flip the chaos trolls. They just come in to flip the show. They don't want it to go the way the content creator does. They want it their way.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Nelson, can you hit Savage with a wrench, please?
Can I have who?
Savage. Savage speaks. That's Cat's sister.
Oh, okay. What we got here?
Miserable prick.
No, but I expect it. I expect more of it. But you know what? you been on YouTube 2 years. You think I'm going anywhere? Be damned if a motherfucker run me off, especially some fucking trolls with some avatars. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, some faceless mofos. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Sean is on the money, as Father Guido says. Miserable pricks.
Yeah.
I said it when I came into the community. Damn be the day you see me scared of a troll. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's some shit right there, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to go. I don't want to.
Nah, you don't need to touch it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
We done seen all of this shit before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So have you reached out to him or what? As far as Flacco?
He called me a couple days ago. What was that? Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. Yeah, I almost didn't answer it. I seen it said, the state that state where he lives, and I was like, that's probably him. You know what I mean? So I answered it. Sure enough, it was him, and because I guess when whatever the alleged situation that went down, I guess he kind of like moved quickly and left his phone behind, so it was confiscated. So he didn't. That's why he wasn't getting no messages or anything from me. Or I tried calling him on the IG too, and everything was hooked up to the phone. You know what I mean? So
No doubt. I hope it go well with him, man.
Yeah. I just trip out on that thing that, huh?
Nah, I said, now that officially it says the trolls. I was like, nah, but trolls are part of the guests. It's a package deal if you're on YouTube. You're gonna deal with trolls. You're gonna deal with doxing. You're gonna deal with tax. It's a package. It's a package deal.
That's what I was gonna say, man. I just can't. We know some of the stories of certain individuals and things like that, where you hear people when they're talking shit or mentioning other people they have an idea that it might be them behind different avatars and different names. But you hear a lot of times where people will say that they have 20 and 30 accounts, right? Stock accounts or whatever that's called. And it's like, as soon as they get blocked with one, they create another one and boom. And it's like, man, what type of people got time to be, deliberately going after somebody like that over and over and over again?
I do.
Yeah, but you don't do it. But you don't do it. I mean, you don't do it like daily, like a whole show worth, and then go to another show and do it. I mean, and
I got 30 bots. They roll with me, and they all for pizza. They all blocked. I keep them with me. They all on lockdown. They all in jail. But that's who I troll. That's who I get. And as long as he's on YouTube, with everything he's done and said, I will troll him for fun. I don't hate him. None of that stuff. That's my enjoyment. Triggering pizza. That's why. Other than that, I don't go anywhere else and troll. And the thing with me is, even when I troll, if somebody was to ask me, I say, yeah, I troll. I own my shit. They used to laugh. They're like, you don't only fucking troll that outs himself. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got no cut card.
So what you're saying is that you go after pizza with all these accounts, right?
Oh yeah, pizza knows it. I got like 20 fucking pizza accounts. I can read them all off to you. They all for pizza, because as soon as I go in, he puts me in jail. That's my recreation.
Primo Johnny, what's happening? Yeah, hey, I dropped a little like 2.5 minute video about I ran across I don't know, I was looking at images. I don't know what for the reason. Huh?
No, I was telling Steve, welcome to the family.
Oh, it popped up and it was a picture of a $1 bill food stamp, right? So I screenshotted it and I used it as a not avatar, but my thumbnail. And I basically was just telling the story when I was a kid, you know, that I used to be, mom used to send me in the store, you know, to get whatever, man. And I used to be embarrassed as hell in food stamps, man. You know, remember how it used to come in a little paper, the 1s, 5s, the 10s, and the little the bundle, you know what I mean? Yeah, the booklet. Yeah.
Booklet.
Yeah. And I used to be embarrassed, man, but you know, I also mentioned that, you know, when things are done right by your mother, you know what I'm saying, by your mom, that, you know, that she ain't a smoker or she ain't you know, a kata or anything like that, where, you know, she's trying to feed her kids to the best of her ability, you know, those things, those programs did come in handy, you know, for us kids, you know what I'm saying? The government cheese, you know, all that shit, you know, different things. But it was just fun. It was funny to see that, man, for me, you know what I mean?
Primo Johnny and
I still got a couple of them things put away from when I was little, bro. I tell you what, if it wasn't for that, bro, we wouldn't have been where we at because we would have starved.
What I'm saying.
Bro.
That's what I mean, man. So just imagine those mothers, man, that used to be smokers. That you know what I'm saying. And remember too, that anybody, like when the mailman would bring them, right? Anybody that answered that door could sign for them, right? And you know they could burn you, and that used to happen a lot. You know, uncles over there or whoever, the boyfriend or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and they would sign for these food stamps and pocket them and then go sell them for half price. You know what I mean? I remember hearing a lot of stories, and I remember that happening to my mom one time too. But I was already about 20 at the time. My little sister, you know what I mean? I was about 18.
That was good, bro. That was money. It is what it is. I remember back in the day. You go buy a bag of weed, they charge you 15 instead of freaking 5.
Yeah. I try to remember the colors. I know the dollar food stamp was brown. I think the $5 one was blue. If I'm not mistaken, the 20 could have been green or like an orange. I gotta go.
See, that was the thing too. I said I don't remember. To my recollection, I even asked it when I did the little video. I said anybody who knows, drop it in the comment section. But all I can remember, my recollection, was the 1s, the 5s, and the 10s. I couldn't remember. I don't remember seeing a 20. But you just said it now, so there it is there. But I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember personally, you know. But I think that wasn't the 10. Wasn't it one of them like a burgundy or maroonish color?
My bad. Hold on. No, you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you said you was gonna take care of something in a minute. We did this before, but I gotta give it my man. He got like 3 channels. I don't remember more. But bless Joey Dimes. Joey Dimes gotta get the love. So Joey Dimes, so you can put your links up. I know you got like 3 channels. Going back to the old school. Remember the old school? We did the old school. We got along with everybody, fucking put everything out there, and that's it. Go back to that shit. Support who we're gonna support, and that's it.
Yeah, like I said, all that shit stays away from me. I don't want to see it, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Honestly, it's just a pain in the ass to be lip wrestling and shit like that on YouTube. I ain't not fuck that.
All I'm gonna say is this: is that we started our stance on things. You can go back and watch the videos when we first started this channel. Ain't nothing changed, and we standing on it. We standing solid on it, and that's it. And let's keep going. Adelante.
Oh, absolutely.
Adelante. Woo.
You know the model. You know the model with us. Nosotros somos guerreros.
Yep. Vaya. Yep.
No, a mí, yo soy pendejo.
Muchas veces somos, algunas veces. People are like, what the fuck are they talking about? God damn, we should never came to the Spanish channel.
Damn, freaking Puerto Rican over here.
Freaking Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, freaking Puerto Rican.
Hey, now the best is that Yeah, Boston. The best is when they called us. I love that one. The grease balls. That one was the best.
Oh, bro. Yeah,
What an
that's
idiot. What an idiot. What a
Shout out to
total jerk.
to batters come bar. The grease balls.
yo. I'm still, bro. Listen, man. That was the worst. That's the worst spelling I've ever seen, bro. Instead of saying Goomba, you said Cumbar. Dang. I
Hey,
threw that phone out the window. They're like, motherfucker.
hey, but the silverback was spot on. The silverback said, "Oh hell no, that ain't no that's that autocorrect. You've been sending it. That's your pet name."
That shit was saved in his phone, bro. Dang, that's fine. That's fine.
That that night was funny. Oh my god. Man, that's what we gotta do. Cause StreamYard been acting up, man. We gotta do the throwbacks, man. We gotta play the Bofa video. We gotta
Yep,
play the
yep.
fish video. Oh my god.
Mikey said, y'all need that one on here to make a complete 100% PR. Yeah, nah, he can stay over there, bro.
We like Edwin, but we don't love everybody. You just can't love everybody in life. And Edwin's a good dude.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing. You're not gonna agree with everybody all the
No.
time. If that was the case, you would never have issues with your wife or your old lady or your mother, your father, your sibling. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're people. You wouldn't be. I couldn't believe people being people if they didn't have disagreements. I don't mean arguments. I just mean you just not agreeing with with somebody's belief on something or their whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Everybody
funny how
gotta
people
like
use that too.
everybody.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, it's just that
Exactly.
simple. It's like I like Sean. I don't have to like all of Sean's friends. Sean doesn't have to like all of my friends. As long as we like him, that's what counts. But all this fucking that's my friend. Oh no, you can't be the friends with that one. That's my we're in the fucking third grade. The fuck out of here with this shit already. It's gotten ridiculous now. You know? There's a lot of people that we don't like, and that's what it is. But everybody could be in this bitch respectfully, you know. I've seen it happen. I was in a few chats where my enemies are in there, or so-called enemies. Let me not say enemies, or people I don't like. I don't have to say
Yeah.
anything to them. They can say nothing to me. It's how it
Yeah.
rolls.
Right. Yep. It's just yeah. I mean, I was just thinking right now. There's some brothers that I know that there's like 4 or 5 brothers, and there's a couple of them that I don't really care for. But then there's a couple of them that I consider them really really tight. You know what I'm saying? Like real cool with, like more than just friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is. Like you said, man. It's just and then it goes with that too. Just because I like somebody doesn't mean that I you know agree with or like some of the things they may say either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta have difference of opinions, and there's
Oh,
nothing wrong
right,
with it. There's nothing
right.
wrong with that. Agree to
That's where people,
disagree.
yeah, exactly, and that's where people get it twisted and fucked up on here. You know, I mean, in real life as well, but I'm just saying, since we're here right now on here, you know,
Now, what goes on here, and we've seen it, and it's never changed. It's a team mentality. It's a mob mentality. It's a blind
yeah,
loyalty. It's a us against the world type of shit. That shit is weak. It's weak. You can have your associates, you can have friends and all that stuff. But when you get to the point where the next person got to dictate where you going, who you talking to, and what you doing, and all that, get the fuck out of here. We've made it clear since day one. We do what the fuck we want to do. We got friendships and everything, but at the end of the day, no one's gonna tell us what the fuck we can do. That's it. Never been nobody's motherfucking cheerleader. Fucking crazy, independent thinker.
yeah. Or anybody, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. You know what I mean? No,
Oh
no, I'm
man.
good. I'm good. You know what I mean?
We don't all gotta like the same shit. We don't gotta all like the same food, same music, same nothing. Everybody's different. That's what makes people. Imagine a world where everybody ate the same shit, dressed the same, like the same. Get the fuck out of here.
It'd be boring, right? It'd be boring, and a lot of people wouldn't be. If that was the case, a lot of things wouldn't be popular. A lot of people wouldn't be millionaires. A lot of companies wouldn't be Fortune 500 company. All that stuff. Everything would be
Yeah.
different. It would just, be a real bland society, I guess you could say.
Man, I was looking at something today and I'm tripping out. These people are crazy. Yeah, I'm all for conservation and shit like that. You know, certain animals, they start getting extinct and shit like that. But I'm in Florida. Been in here 20 something years. Alligator is like a goddamn cat out here. But people tend to confuse. An alligator is not the same thing as a fucking crocodile. Now we got American crocodiles making fucking their way out here in these lakes. They tagging them and they saying, well, we have to protect them. They are killers. They're not fucking alligators. They are straight killers. So you're just gonna let this bad boy get 10 feet, 12 feet, 14 feet and go into a creek somewhere and eat somebody. For conservation, the fuck out of here. Grab it, throw his ass over there in the Everglades. I'm looking at this shit, Winter Park, fucking croc. American croc. Oh, it's American crocodile. It's still a goddamn crocodile. It ain't a salty or a Nile croc, but it still kill your ass. They're naturally killers. It's what they do. We gotta conserve. We gotta conserve.
Way aggressive, way more aggressive too. That's the thing too. The problem, another thing too, with Florida, with all that python craze down there. That a lot of the natural, what's the word I'm looking for? The animals that are from Florida, like the Florida panther and all the, everything that's out there in the out there in the Everglades is getting extinct, man. Snakes are eating everything.
No, it's because the balance is off. See, but it's become a natural reserve. But like he said, like Mikey said, I do the same thing. I'm all for that. Grab those tagged crocodiles and take their ass to the goddamn Everglades. Because at the end of the day, it's just gonna go bad. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see a croc attack. That's what they do. People confuse them. They're not the same. They're not. It's like a goddamn pit bull and a chihuahua. They are fucking not the same.
So if you got a problem with people like in Africa going down to the river or the little lakes to get water to cook and wash their clothes, they're being snatched up by these crocs, right? So that's gonna happen here too. I mean, like you said, they need to be put somewhere where they could be monitored as far as knowing where they're at. You know what I'm saying? And not in a place like Winter Hills or Winter Halls, whatever. What is it? Winter Hills?
Yeah, Winter Hills, they're tracking them. There's like 3 in the fucking in the general 5-hour fucking radius in different like lakes and shit. Like, are you serious? Grab them and take them ass out of there. They just gonna get big and it's gonna be too late. And that's the thing. See, a gator will kill you if it feels it has to protect its babies or if it's starving and stuff like that. Croc, they on 24-hour kill. They could just finish eating and see you in the water and they're gonna come get you. That's just how they built. They're a natural predator. And these people got them out here in these lakes, man. It's gonna go bad. When these kids jump in there, it's gonna get drowned. Gonna get drowned because what the American alligators have been doing, they've been drowning people. They ain't necessarily eating them, but they make sure your ass is drowned and then they let you go. So it's like I watched it today and I'm like, man, this is gonna go bad. I'm all for conservation, but you gotta understand the species.
Hey,
Bro, they got that shit over here. You know how we got the hawks and all that shit, the big ass fucking owls?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Primo John, they natural born killers, man. Beck Brooklyn, my brother. You woke, joke the bottle. He called us white boys. Fuck you. And we did look like some white boys. I said, lose a little darker. Nelson could pass for a white boy. That's for damn sure.
You're damn right, eh? There you go.
What about when the first time or two, people heard Nelson speak Spanish, they were like, "Wait, what?"
Crystal Capello in the house. Yeah, man. Hey, Steve, I've been out here on airboats with my crazy white boy friends. They wrestle alligators on the goddamn St. John, B. I ain't down with that shit. I seen one get hit in the side by an alligator and broke 3 of his ribs. The goddamn alligator tail broke his ribs. They into that crazy shit. I ain't wrestling with shit.
Yeah, that's a weapon. That's a weapon, man.
Like you said, I look albino. Holy shit.
Albino. 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 Don't albino. You can see like the pink like the pink, right? Like the pink pigmentation or whatever, like in the eyelids and stuff like that. People.
And mine the island you already know, bro. On the island you got prietos, blancos, freaking chinos. You got everything, bro.
Oh no. The eyelid, not the island.
Oh, I thought you said the island. I'm like, huh?
Like don't they have like you can see the pink and like the from the pigmentation because they're albinos. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, that La Isla. There's matter of fact, I just seen yesterday on Instagram. The lady was like talking shit, but truthful shit. But she was cussing. And she was like, "Yeah, before you motherfuckers, you can hear the strong New York accent too. She's like, before you motherfuckers start running your mouth talking shit, she said, what's that? How do you say it? Judging a book by its cover. She goes, motherfuckers talking that shit in Spanish, not thinking that motherfuckers are gonna understand it and answer back. Like,
Yep.
¿Qué dijiste de mí? You know what I'm saying? ¿Qué me dijiste? And fucking, and blow some, because I've seen that happen before. Here they think somebody's mixed with, black or whatever, and then they hit them, because the people were talking shit about them. You know what I mean? So that like you said, and then you see a lot of posts too on the Instagram and stuff where, it's specifically about Puerto Ricans, but they'll show a picture of, all different shades, and they're like, we come in all colors, and they ain't no damn lie, man. There ain't no lie about that.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can have more with the stronger the African blood, more stronger, more the Taino blood. You can have the Spaniard, the Italian, the Sicilian, the Portuguese.
Some just got bad sunburn, bro.
Scottish, the Irish, all that's over there. You know what I mean? I got cousins with their last name is Borelli. Borelli. That's straight. And matter of fact, when he looked into his ancestry, there's an area in Sicily with Borelli's the name of the I don't know if you call it a village. I'm not sure what it's called exactly, but somewhere down the line in his father's side of the family, they came from Sicily to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen a Dominican with blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah, it happened.
Shit, my cousin, he's out in Rockaway. He's got, bro, dirty blonde hair, blue eyes, white as hell, bro.
Yep.
Yep. And then like with us, like me and my brothers, we had lighter color hair when we were younger. And then when we got older, our hair darkened up. But like my oldest brother, I remember hearing stories because he's way older than me. He's 60. They said he had like kind of blondish hair. You know what I mean? And then when we got older, like I said, we darkened up a little bit. Our hair definitely darkened up. But our skin color.
Gents, I'll be right back, man.
No problem.
What's going on, Beck, Brooklyn?
That woke joke survival. Beck's my god. Beck crazy.
Yeah, but it's like Baskin Robbins, baby. When you messing with Puerto Rican families, you get all texture of hair, all textures of hair, different style, texture of hair, different skin color.
It's for real. Like my cousin came down here. My cousin is down here now, and we went out. I bumped into a few people, and I was like, my cousin, and they were like, what? Because he's trigueño, he's darker than you. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, sweat, because his dad's Dominican,
Yeah.
Ding Doo and Vito, the superstar.
Vito, the superstar. Pitbull. Northern Sicily, we have a lot of blue eyes, redheads, and manufactured blonde. And then we got a lot of family. My grandmother's mother, her last name, and I didn't know this till I don't know if you guys ever hear me telling the story about Angel, old Puerto Rican cat. He's about 70 now. He got busted in New York. They went through the Fed system, but they put about 25 of them in the California system. You know what I'm talking about, right? They were with that, the old school. I don't want to say the name and all that, but anyways, he came from Puerto Rico to Brooklyn when he was 4 years old. So this man never went to school, but his grandma, his grandma, used to taught him his schooling, and this old man could speak Italian fluent. He speaks Spanish, obviously fluent. English, he speaks fluent, and then he knows how to say a lot of Taino words, a lot of Taino language. You know what I'm saying? He could speak that too a little bit. Well, actually, I'm not really sure that, you know, I know he knows a lot of it, and I know he can say some things in it, but I'm not sure if he knows it fully or how much of that. But nonetheless, never went to school, right? But one time I told him that I wanted to learn Italian, and so what he used to do was he used to give me sentences, write it down, and then he would write it down in English, or not English, but well, English too, yeah. He'd write it down English, Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian. And Portuguese, I couldn't get it at all, but he had a couple of magazines that were in Portuguese, and that's what he used to keep himself, basically, you know, he would read it to keep him brushed up on his Portuguese. One day I seen the last name, my great-grandmother's last name there, and I said, hey, how do you say this? And then it's Carvalho, and it's got an H in it, right? And so, yeah, so he read it to me. He told me how to pronounce it and how we say it in Spanish, and then how they say it in Portuguese. And that's my great-grandmother's last name, and Portuguese last name, and straight Puerto Rican. We also got some other cousins, the last name Silva. They're straight Puerto Rican. So, you know, that's why I always tell people, you know, for the majority, you know, people usually say, you know, Spanish, African, Taino blood is what makes Puerto Ricans. But technically, you know, you got to think back. All those European nations were on the water, right? They're all searching for new territory, new land, right? Same reason why you got, you know, Brazil speaks Portuguese. Angola in Africa, they speak Portuguese. You know what I mean? You got different nations that speak French because the France were running things, you know, especially some of the Caribbean islands. You know, and so you had Scottish people, Irish people, you know, Portuguese, Sicilian, Italians, you know, all these different places. People were on the water. You know what I mean? So they landed. You know, they landed in Puerto Rico, for example. So that's what we're talking about. So not everybody is of Spanish descent. That's why it's no big deal to me to do like Ancestry.com, because I know they're just going to tell me that I got a bunch of European nations in me. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got it. Listen, anybody right now to this point right now with how generations have progressed does an ancestry, you're going to find everything about everything in there.
Yep, that's exactly what you see.
Yep,
probably
a little bit.
Some Jewish blood, some African blood somewhere. You know what I mean?
A little bit of anything. I was thinking, if you want, Nelson, you would drop a link. Anybody want to jump on? You know how it works. You show Nelson in the green room that you ain't that, and you can use your avatar, and we can just kick it.
Face only. Face only. Got to show him in the green room. Nothing else.
Yeah, we okay with people keeping their anonymity. That shit just for them content creators.
That goes for all them dirty toes. That's what he don't want to see.
Yeah, bro,
oh my God! Just imagine all the freaks that we had hang out in our goddamn green room since we've been doing shows.
Man, imagine. What about like some of these? And then also, like, you've heard other channels, like especially the ladies, man. Some of the weird stuff that they said that people have done back there. Like,
yeah. Dude, we had a dude sitting in his underwears in the goddamn green room, dirty ass toenails, dirty ass. There's some freaks out here, bro.
Yeah.
We seen.
And for some reason they just think it's like it's just cool. It's just cool to go on a woman's channel and show their, you know, their junk. Like, you know, I'm gonna hit the pause. I'm gonna mute because the dog's gonna bark right now.
Sick people.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's they come on to do that. It's just like, wow, y'all really gonna do that shit, man?
That's crazy. And our stand-up guy, I always tell him. I tell him all the time, that's my guy. He crazy, he don't listen. I say, hey, man, I don't care if you got them sitting in the green room for an hour. They don't show you their face, they ain't getting on.
Yeah.
We never, did they get us?
The what?
Where we get the nuts?
No, they didn't get us.
They never got us, right? Thank God.
They did that shit in the back, bro. I was like, oh, hell no.
Black Cat Music. Good to see you, sir.
Salute. Black Hat Music.
Good man right there. Good man.
Black Cat, my man.
No flies on Ricans. Nelson, Big Lou, and Carlos. The Grease Bulls.
Hey, you remember when we were called Hector and the Soul Patrol?
I was just gonna say that right now. I was gonna say the grease balls and the garbage pail collectors. Hector.
Oh shit! They called them Hector and the Soul Patrol. But we
Hey,
had
puppy,
some fun with this goddamn
get over
show. We definitely had
here, boy.
some laughs.
Good boy.
It was fun. It was fun.
Oh man, I miss Bofa. I wish he was alive, man. Bofa was something else. Bofa would have been making so much light of all of this shit. He'd have had everybody on laugh time. Forget it.
Oh, I could just imagine. I, I mean, I can just imagine what he would say about how a lot of things turned out.
Oh my!
You know what I mean?
He'd be blocked everywhere. He'd be co-hosting with Lefty because he'd be blocked everywhere.
I just
What's going
seen
on,
the
Edward
interview with
Everett?
my brother.
Dude and Vito, the superstar pitbull.
Yes, sir.
You know what
Vito,
happened was you know what happened? I hit the chat right there, the back chat, the whatever it's
private?
called. You know, the private chat. There you go. And I tried to get back, and I threw myself off. Yep.
Hey, you fell out the last show, didn't you?
Oh yeah. I was tired, man. I told Nelson. I called him up the other day, and I started busting up laughing. I was going to try to do it. I was going because Mikey was like, "Hey, what happened?" And I think somebody else said something too, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I tried to play stupid, right? I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Yeah, you fell asleep on it." I said, "No, not me. I went to go help my dad. I put the headset down. I came back, and then it was over." And I said, "Oh, that was Daisy snoring." But then when I heard myself, it was like, "Nah, can't deny that. I was making noises, and I was burnt out, man. I was in the sun all day." Yeah, I was in the sun for like that day because I had to drop my car off to get the tire rotation and alignment, because I got a lifetime warranty on that. So I was past my mileage, so I went to get that done, and that was that hot day, 108. So I waited there, for them to finish it. But in between time, I walked to my dad's and back. So I was just burnt out, man. I was burnt out.
I gotta let me see something here. I'm gonna put something on real quick. Now, what I put on doesn't mean we're going after anybody. It's just being put up because of the voice that's in it. Okay, what he said or whatever the case may be, that was him busting balls going at somebody. But I always put this on just to laugh. So let's give it 2 seconds. There we go.
I shouldn't even be mentioning this guy.
It works.
My man, he's not even important. But let's go. Let's go, my boy.
Yeah, Black Cat Music. Bofa was the greatest.
Back against Bofa. We push back against Code. They haven't done anything. They haven't ratted. But fuck them. Fuck them. We push back. The Bofa. Bofa. You fucking asshole, Bofa. I fucking hate you, Bofa. You're a fucking piece of shit. I hope you fucking die, Bofa. Why is your name even Bofa? You're so dumb, Bofa. Bofa. Bofa.
I just had to hear that one for a minute, bro.
I didn't hear nothing. Lou left, I left, and I think I don't know if the chat heard anything. I didn't. Thorn Blades.
I didn't hear nothing either. Thornblade Lash.
All right, you hear me now?
Yep.
All right, let me see if just tell me if you hear it.
Listen to me. We push back is the way. We push back. I love we.
You heard that?
I heard a knocking.
Oh yeah, no, something's going on with the system there because it's supposed to be playing, but it's not.
Yeah, because Lou left again. I think Stringbar. Think you might have to do an exercise.
Yeah, that's weird, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. All of a sudden, everything's getting all hectic and crazy.
Yeah, it keeps throwing me off. It said that it says, "Oh snap, something went wrong."
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Both the Panisi, Primo Johnny said.
Yeah, it keeps throwing it off.
All right, big boy.
All right, I think we should be on. We should be on the ball now.
All right.
Black ass said he kicked everybody off.
Irish guy talking. That's what Primo Johnny said. I didn't hear nothing. I couldn't hear nothing.
The chat probably hears it. We're probably not hearing it.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Every time I hit it, it goes off. It goes haywire.
We got to get Sean says we got to get some antennas.
Oh hell yeah! I gotta buy an antenna.
Oh shit! Snipers on deck. JC in the bushes.
Oh sugar now.
Now, but we definitely got to try to get that downloaded to be able to put them up on Streamlord. Yeah, that's both for Cat. That's definitely both for messing with us, letting us know he watching.
Yeah. Freaking both.
Yeah, be sure to say too, in the capacity of your lawyer, I'm your attorney. Oh man, he used to say that shit to me all the time, man. I'd be like,
yeah, both of them, man. That's some shit, bro.
That's when he started talking.
Yep, as soon as I started talking about them, technical issues.
Boba said, yeah, I'm still here, guys. Here's a bag of dicks for you guys. From the spooky goats.
I remember when somebody asked me that one time. What does that mean? He started off saying it real calm, and then just boom, hit him over the head with a 2x4. By the time he was done saying.
Hell yeah, he's pissed off and having, boy. He looking for damn Wi-Fi.
He made so many nights go by with his crazy ass. I still go by and watch his videos. I was just watching one the other day. I watched the funny one when he did the both of Kung Fu.
Oh, bro, that was hilarious, bro.
With the tie on his head.
Oh, damn.
And you know what? His channel is still up, man. Matter of fact,
yes,
I'm gonna go grab it. I'm gonna put it in the chat for remembrance of my brother.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I try to give him those treats and give it to him. Tell him easy, man, because otherwise, the motherfucker take off your whole hand. Trying to get it. Daisy, man, when I give it to her, she just takes it real easy out of my hand, like nothing. It's just really like nothing, no pressure, nothing at all. Just take it slow, soft and slow. That's it, man. I gave you 3 already, dude. That's it. Now I'm about to tomorrow. The DNA thing for him should be here tomorrow. They said it's on its way to Sacramento, which is only like about 45 minutes north from here. Says it'll be delivered tomorrow. So I'm gonna DNA test him, find out if he's a tri-carrier, what I was talking about earlier. Because his dad's a chocolate tri, so I want to see if he carries that. If he carries that, that's a big plus. You know what I mean? As far as throwing those puppies, you know what I mean? A chocolate tri, lilac tri, black tri. Because he has a black tri sister. So she's the color of a Rottweiler, of a Doberman, you know, black with the tan point. Here we go.
Tony Pizza Live. I guess
remember the ball?
Yeah, he's going at Josie.
Oh
Never seen it
Jesus.
before. I never seen that.
Yeah. That's why he went at
Boba.
highlight.
He had a light bulb said I like.
Oh.
Yeah, bro, he's funny.
His fucking rap, his vocals rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, go subscribe to Bofa. Go watch some of his catalog. He was awesome, man. Bofa was an amazing person.
Yeah, he was.
He was a
He was a
lovable
pain in the
troll.
ass, but he was alright, man.
Oh, forget it. He was a trigger. Somebody else was playing that famous clip where Lee Cole spazzes out and says, "Jackie Jr., fucking unsubscribe." And that clip always makes me laugh when I see because Lee got triggered. And that was Bofa. He went in there as a Jackie Jr. account and he one comment and he had Lee triggered.
Damn.
What about Code? How many Code shows Code got pulled down with? Fair use.
I still can't get how people give me $1. I'm your lawyer.
I'm your lawyer. Give me $1. I'm your lawyer. Yeah, he was a lawyer. He was a record label owner. Bofa was awesome.
Nah, both on the streets, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Oh man, and that's what sucks is that he lost that channel. We could never get that stream. That night was hilarious, bro. When he said, "I'm gonna go check that car out. There's 4 guys sitting here." We was like, "Hey, Bofa, be careful." Yo, he went up to that car. Next thing you know, you just see the phone moving side to side real fast. You hear the shot, and you just see Bofa was gone.
Yo, he was holding that. You could
Good
hear him.
Good evening there. I forgot. What did he go by? Michael?
Who?
I call it Mike Maximus.
Maximus.
Mike Maximus.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, that was Yeah, that was when he was down there in L.A. area somewhere. I'm not sure what part of L.A. Yeah.
Me, you, and Sean had his ass. Marky Mark had his ass giving you and Marky Mark trying to save him, telling him to learn all the gang signs, the clothing, and what not to do and shit. And both was crazy ass with a goddamn black hoodie on.
Yeah.
And Marky Mark even more so because that's where he's from. You know what I mean? He's from that area. Well, maybe not so much that area. That's why I was like, because LA's big, right? You got San Fernando Valley, you got San Gabriel Valley, you got the Harbor area, you got the, LA itself is huge. So I don't remember what part of LA he was at. What part of LA County, I should say. But yeah, that was some funny shit there.
Yo, that was a long night. That was a funny night. My God, that was like a marathon. Bofa was getting numbers. He was talking to chicks. Y'all want to get on the live? He was promoting the pool hall. Bofa was the man.
Big time.
I was just gonna say, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Big time.
The stream got lost? What? Because they didn't YouTube penalize Lefty or something, or what happened?
Yeah, that was before he learned that you got to break it down. If you're gonna do a 24-hour stream, you got to do at least 11 hours and a half. You know what I'm saying? And then save it and then continue to stream. But even if he would have did it that way, when they struck his channel, they pulled the channel down, I think he would have lost those videos. Somebody got it, because there's somebody out here that got the YouTube library. That bad boy was funny. That one, and the famous that one I could care less. That one is still a classic. The famous debate that on Tom's show with all the content creators.
Yeah.
That one was a classic. All of them were there. That shit was fun. But the language, goddamn, only pizza could get shit pulled down with his goddamn racism.
I don't get it, bro. I really don't. I don't get how he gets away with it, man.
Oh, forget it.
A lot of things. Fucking punching your dog, kicking your dog, all kinds of different shit.
beating up on the other day.
He was beating on the dog.
Yeah, Leon ain't yelp, but you can see in his face what he was going to do when he was going towards him. But he's live now going at Josie. I guess he got bored going at everybody else, and now he's looking for somebody new, for content.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
He put the crickets in the title. He's such a douchebag. That's what we're talking about. Like you see all the stuff, and they leave him. He got like a rabbit's foot in his ass.
Yeah.
He does. For real, he does, dude. All the stuff he said, nobody's hurting yet. He's just lucky. Well, at least after 2 years, he finally got an apartment.
Yeah, he be doing like I said. Hey, look, Sean said it, man. No, not nobody's hustle, but yo, that motherfucker, shit.
Yeah.
He on some real shit, man.
He told somebody, "Oh, hey, where's Mooch? Mooch, you here?" I heard him. He said, "Mooch, you want a wrench, Mooch? $500."
Oh shit.
He went up a lot. Yeah, he said a pot.
Funny part about it is the funny part about it is that he said he just came out here to tell his stories. Well, we ain't heard one story yet.
Well, that motherfucker been telling stories for 2 years, bro.
We heard a few, but the ones he said, they just not believable.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Motherfucker talking about I was in the hospital for a week because I got poisoned by a cheeseburger. Stop front with that shit. That was spoiled milk. You got sick, bro. It was food poisoning.
Hey, don't forget the prison escape.
Oh fuck, bro. Under a boat? Oh hell, bro.
And you can't remember one institution you've been to, one name. You can't remember. Come on, like Carlos said it too before. A lot of us have said it. Like I got 4 numbers, California Department of Correction numbers, right? That I discharged them all, right? And I'll never forget any of those. I got county jail. There's a couple of county jails around here that you never. Every time you go through there, you have the same number, a personal file number. It's called a PFN. Sacramento County, you have an X reference number. That number never changes. I'll never forget any of those numbers. But yet this guy, he can't remember just one. You know what I mean? Bunch of boo. I gotta do it with the police last night.
Oh shit.
So I went to McDonald's, right? Got me 2 McChickens, right? And a soda. And I parked over at the park and I was eating it. And all of a sudden, after maybe 5 minutes, I see some headlights coming my way. So I'm like, watch this be the police, right? Well, anyways, this is a new soccer park they got. Well, it's not new, but it's the newest soccer park they got in town. Well, towards the beginning, the entrance, I was all the way at the very end when you go in. So it's probably like maybe 2 football fields in, maybe even 3. But definitely, maybe even more than that. But I'm all the way at the very end. Well, when you first come in, they have some homeless encampment there. And I seen 2 vehicles there, and I know one of the owners, right, that owned the vehicle. I've known him since I was a little kid. And so anyways, the police come. They end up making this because it's a big round like curb, and they come up behind me. And then all of a sudden, after about 2 minutes, the high beam goes on. The light they have on the side of the car. It goes on my car. So I'm like, fuck. I just continue eating, and I'm watching some old school wrestling from the 80s, right? I was watching, I think, Georgia Championship Wrestling. And so I'm eating some of the fries, and I'm glancing in my side mirror every 15, 20 seconds. All of a sudden, and I can't see him. I don't know where he's at, but I hear his voice. What's going on? I don't remember if he said, what's going on, or what are you doing? I said, I just went to McDonald's. I'm parked. I'm eating. And then he tells me, oh, put your windows up. I don't want your dogs to jump out. Come out and talk to me. I'm like, fucking, he ain't gonna jump out, man, right? So I still put my back window up, but my front one I left it up. So he tells me get out. I'm like, what's up? So I hop out. I'm like, what's up? He's like, you got an ID? I said, no. Why? He said, you're the park is after dark. I said, okay, well,
Oh, that
you told me,
famous
so let me
one.
get on my way. Huh?
That's the famous one they use.
Yeah. And then he tells me, I said, well, let me get on my way then. I told you what I'm doing. And then he says, I'm being detained. I said, I'm being detained. I said, what fucking crime did I break? What did I, he's like, well, you're in the park after dark. I said, well, give me my motherfucking ticket then for being a city ordinance and let me get on my way. You know what I'm saying? And so I end up telling him my name, fucking runs it, comes back clear. Before it comes back clear, he asked me if I'm on probation or parole. I'm like, nah, man. You know what I mean? But he wants to put the fucking light on my face and all this old bullshit. I'm like, come on, man. I said, that shit ain't even necessary, man. You're making this shit out of nothing, dude. You know what I mean? And then, so he runs my name, comes back clear, and then he says, okay, Mr. Romero, you gonna take off? And I said, I was trying to take off 10 minutes ago, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Anyways,
yeah, but you know what, bro? It comes down to this. A lot of that shit happens because a lot of these cops are fed up with these, what is it, First Amendment fucking auditors and these freaking people that drive talking about that they're, what is it, sovereign citizens? You know what I'm saying?
Some of them sovereign citizens.
Yeah, back in the day, they stopped you, bro. It was, what are you doing? Nothing, I'm eating this, man. Well, what's up? Well, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? They'll come out with a smart remark and tell you, just keep it moving. Now they can't do that no more. Now it's got to be everything by the book. By the book.
Plus, a lot of it has to do with citizens do not know their rights. I know my rights.
Yep.
The first thing I would have told him, what is your RAV? And he's gonna say, what? Your reasonable articulate suspicion for you to detain me. And then tell, oh, suspicion. Suspicion is not a crime. But I could go back and forth with them assholes, especially if I know I'm legit. Got me fucked up. I watch. Listen, some of those First Amendment orders are assholes, but a good majority of them, they necessary. They teach civilians to know, because these police, they know what time it is. They think it's a joke. They want to do shit their own way. I watch a lot of that shit. I know.
And they'll step all over you. They'll step all over you. They'll step all over you. Just like what Carlos said.
Yeah.
Until I commit a crime, motherfucker, you work for me. As long as I'm fucking paying taxes and shit like that, you work for me. You know, you can say that, right? Because it's civil service, right? But I mean, there's a way about handling it, being an asshole about it, like some of these auditors are. Because the funny part about it is that they will be assholes with them, but then as soon as somebody don't like them recording, push their hands on them, it's quick, call 911, and now the same cop.
I know. I hate the pussy ones.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, he could have just told me, look, man, the park's closed at night, city ordinance. That's only a city ordinance. That's not a crime. You know what I'm saying? That's not a crime. That's city ordinance. That's just a policy. That's basically a policy. You know what I mean? That's not breaking a law.
You know what it's about. They expect people to not know their rights so they can, exploit it. Hopefully run your name, catch a blip, and not give you a summons. It's all about the dollars, but it's up to the individual citizen to know they goddamn right.
You can have a conversation, bro. You could talk to a cop just like a cop could talk to you in a civilized manner.
Yeah.
If you jump off the gun and the first thing out of your mouth is, I know my motherfucking rights. You know what I'm saying? You a motherfucker. You start cursing, spitting, all kind of shit, bro. Remember, law enforcement is law enforcement, but they're also humans like us. So shit is going to get fast. It's going to get real fucked up. You know what I mean? It'll be like, oh, you a smart ass, and that's where all the trouble begins.
Right. But he asked me what I was doing. But he asked me what I was doing, and I even showed him the McDonald's bag. I said, I just got McDonald's. McDonald's is right across the street. I said, I just got me something to eat, McDonald's, and I was just eating. That's it. You know what I mean? So just like a lot of people do, they go to park at the park. Huh?
I would have told him, yo, my fries are cold now. See, now that's not right.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people that do that, including them, because they're working. So a lot of times they go through a Jack in the Box or Taco Bell, and they go park at the park or the parking lot to eat, right? I mean, all kinds of people do it. And, so when I showed you that, you should have just been like, okay, well, you know what? City ordinance, you can't be here. Go ahead and take off. You know what I mean? But no, he wanted to hope that he caught some dummy that was just going to be like, hey, do you mind me searching you? Oh, no, I don't mind. And, because there's those dummies out there that let them do it, knowing they got
Yep.
fucking whatever on them, and then not to mention that when they do come back, you do come back on parole probation. Maybe they do hope you run. You know what I mean? Who knows? But they
Well, they get
bust you
that
with something
once
that
they
looks
get
good on
that.
their record.
Once they go into looking at you and shit like that and going through the system, they can see whatever it's, bro. It could be a loitering fucking ticket you got before. That's when they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we gotta go check your car now. Get the fuck out of here.
Look at Sean. He's an asshole.
I see that. I was reading that just as you said it. White privilege. Joey D, what's up, Joey D? Joey D, yeah, Joey D commented on that video I did with the food stamp, and he said too. He pretty much said the same thing. He was embarrassed too to go in the store with him. Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah, white privilege. Yeah. And then another cop drives up while he's running my name, and I didn't hear what he said. I thought he asked the cop to recognize him or something like that. But no, what he told him was keep an eye on him. That's what he told him. Keep an eye on him. Like.
Yeah. Because I know it's hot, and I know they see your ink.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was just like, I had just tank top just like this now. You know what I mean? But I had my arms crossed after a while, especially when I wasn't trying to fuck with him. I looked the other way. I never even looked back in his direction.
Yeah, it's the ink. He figured he'll get a hit. He'll run you and get a hit. We know how that shit works.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. He thought I was gonna come back on parole probation.
Yep.
That's why that's always one of the first things they ask you, because once you say yes, they got you. You know what I mean? They got you to do what they want with you.
Yep.
And I even had cops tell me before in the past, like, well, why can't I search you? Because I said no, motherfucker, and I ain't on paperwork. So no. It's that simple.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They don't like that.
You're right, brother.
They want to be in control. They want to be in control. They want to run the shot. They want to call the shots. Do what they want to do to you.
Yeah, fuck that.
I know they got a job to do, but same way, they got a job to do as we do as citizens, protect our rights as citizens,
Exactly.
A lot of them try to trample those rights down to the point where they actually blatantly lie on camera and everything, so there's that point, and it's not all of them. You got some, and then you got, like you said, that you got the First Amendment orders that are cool, and then you got some that are just the troublemaking ones. I don't like those. I like the ones that, as soon as somebody asks them, they tell them, do you understand that this is a constitutionally protected activity? I hate the ones that just stay quiet and they antagonize them. Those I don't get down like that.
Yep.
You go over
They
there
start
and
calling the cops. Yeah, they start calling the cops bitches and they start down talking them, like calling them like basically errand boys, shit like that. Like that little dude. News Now California, that little Jewish guy, he does that type of shit. And then now you got that other guy where he's like, I'm a fucking constitutional scholar, asshole. Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen that guy?
No, I don't like those arrogant ones.
Hey, they took him to jail. He was in jail for like 2-3 days, boy. He came out and he's like, hey, everybody, I was in jail. Oh my God, it was hell. Like 3 days was hell. 3 days was hell. Come on, man. Like, fucking. But you could see, though, his attitude was different for a minute there until he got back into the swing of things where, I mean, he's just like literally just down talking them, calling them basically like dogs and shit. Like, that ain't cool, man. You can do what you're, the point that you're trying to put out there, you can do it without doing all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't got to do all that fucking rah-rah shit.
And it's those First Amendment orders that do it like that. They make the other ones look bad. They make them get heat.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit works.
Yeah, no.
You ever seen that little dude? You ever seen the little Asian dude? What's his name? Oh fuck, man, what's his name? He's a little Vietnamese dude. He's out of Texas. And he goes around with that dude Freeman, James Freeman.
Yeah.
They used to go around with each other. Well, anyways, these two dudes were in Vegas one time, and they were by the federal building, the courthouse in Vegas, and they had some security out there, and they were talking that shit, man. Another security came up, and they weren't having it, or he wasn't having it, and he ended up grabbing their cameras and all that, and he kind of lightweight chased them, and the little Asian dude, and both of them, they were like, help! But I'm thinking, look at these pussy ass motherfuckers right here talking all that shit, talking all that shit. Now they're talking about help, and then when the cops come, they're over there singing like little birdies to what happened. But a little bit ago, they were talking shit to those same cops. Because the same cops that originally took the original call for disturbance or whatever it was the same cops that came back. You know what I mean? And these motherfuckers were running, talking about help, help, call the cops. Oh my God, man.
We got one down here. He's in South Florida. His name is Big Nick,
I know,
Florida.
I know he is.
I like Big Nick. He makes me laugh.
Yeah, matter of fact, the Asian dude one time was with Nick, and he started talking his shit to a female sergeant. And I don't know, and he was calling her disrespectful shit, and all of a sudden they put hands on him. This motherfucker was yelling, "Nick, help!" Like, what the fuck Nick gonna do? Nick gonna go over there and grab the police, throw him off you? Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh my God.
Oh,
Nick, help me off. Like, Nick's not stupid, but if you watch all these dudes have been put in jail one time or another. You know what I'm saying?
That's how they bust their cherry. It's inevitable with them.
Yeah.
Some for a few hours and some for a few days.
Yeah. But like Nick, he's well known in Florida. They already know him. Even before these cops he even knows who the cops are when he tells them to identify themselves. They already know who he is. You know what I mean? Because he's went all through Florida, different areas. Is he from Orlando originally, or is he Miami? I think he's.
He might be like in the Tallahassee, West Palm area. I know he travels, but he makes me laugh because he knows his stuff. He served this country, and he don't back down. And he knows how to get them good. I've seen him, boy. I've seen him give some of them the blues, and I'll be like, yeah, get him, Nick.
And I think he's a single dad too. I think.
Yeah,
he got a little one.
The one that was sad was the one that Puerto Rican kid.
That passed because of the fucking drugs, man. That's the one that bothered me. He was my man.
Which one?
The little Puerto Rican kid. That's the one I can't stand.
He died a year ago for some drugs. He was one of the most famous ones, bro. One of the most famous ones. He was a Latino. He had the piercing, tattoos, and the whole nine.
Okay. New York?
I'll get his name. Nah, dog. He travels. He's one of the biggest ones out here, bro. From California to everywhere. He's gone everywhere. He's traveled, bro. And he took some pill and he didn't know what was inside and had a bad reaction and he was lost, bro. And it was sad, man. It was sad. I'll get his name. He was one of the best auditors out there. He was one of the biggest ones, one of the most famous ones.
You got San Joaquin Valley Transparency. I know their channel got up to like about 350, 400,000 subscribers. And then you had a lot of other guys that used to work with them, like SGV News First. There was another one too. I think it was Kern County Transparency or something like that. Sometimes they would get together 4 or 5. Yeah.
Pendejito that I want my smacking head Boricua. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, Carlos. He's short Boricua.
El Gordito.
No, este flaquito. He goes into the post offices and into the courthouses, and he starts, bro, always with the mouth, bro. I've seen him get locked up. Yo, that shit is funny as hell. Because like Lou was saying, yo, dude.
¿Cuál? El Dominicano, not Eli.
No. Este Boricua. He's from the island, bro. He lives in Florida, actually.
Oh, word? Yeah, I like Eli. Eli's my guy.
No, this one, they doxed him. They went out and they put out his info. And I guess the dude was, he was into domestic violence shit. He kidnapped this girl, some shit like that, bro. I was like, oh, damn.
Eli's out of New York?
Yeah, he's Dominican.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He's crazy. Eli's a nut.
There you go. There you go. That was the best right there.
That and the flour and make cheese pastelillos.
Bro, the pork in the can, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the days. And you grew up poor. What we had. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I watch police activity too, Joey B. I watch a few of those channels.
Mooch, what's
Mooch,
going on, Mooch?
Mooch,
You
pizza
never
set $500. You can have a wrench.
Yeah.
you guys never heard of that one dude, SGV News First? He's the Mexican dude. He's got the big beard, and he likes to call people bitches. He likes to call people bitches and do all that shit too. I mean, he'll fight, but I never. Well, he makes it sound like he'll fight. Most of the time, when somebody hits him or something, he'll call the cops. Only time let me take that back. I said that all wrong. Not that he'll act like he'll fight. That's what I meant to say. Not he'll fight. He'll act like he'll fight. His mouth is there. You know what I mean? But then when people get jiggy with it and they want to go, he'll call the police. In my opinion, that's just straight poo butt ass pussy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, I mean, you know, it's like, you know, and again, he's one of those ones that when the police come and he don't like the way they're asking him a question, or, you know, he don't like the way the initial contact with the police is, he'll start down talking them and belittling them. But then he's one of those ones that, you know, help, I need help. They're trying to grab my equipment. You know what I mean? That type of shit. You know, I just can't. I just don't do it. I can't do it.
I think it's this. This is the dude I was talking about. Enrique Morales,
Okay.
auditing the First Amendment auditors, auditing America.
What about those ones that go up to the police, like when they're double parked or they're parked on a private property and they're staking somebody, like, you know, trying to catch people speeding?
Oh yeah.
You know, they'll go jam them up. Like, you know, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Are you on the clock right now?
So,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I never seen this one, Nelson.
Yeah, bro. Listen, you watch his shit, bro. You want to jump through the screen and grab him by the throat because he's just the voice, everything just irritates you. It's like, oh hell nah.
Yeah, he's out here. He said he was in Kissimmee and he was in St. Cloud.
Yeah,
They'll
he's
they'll
something
beat his
else,
ass
bro.
in St. Cloud. The cops don't play in St. Cloud.
Nah, but did you see the Moreno that was doing it too? He got caught. I forgot where it was. He puts on a hoodie with the mask and he's going around with a rifle bag.
Oh, hell no.
And he looks like he's walking around, you know, like practicing on shooting up buildings. So the cops, you know, they pull up and shit like that. And of course, the dude's got a freaking rifle bag talking about, you know, oh, I'm going to look at the firehouse and point this thing at the firehouse.
Wow.
So when the cops come out, it's weird because the kid's dressed the same way a dude that robbed the 7-Eleven was the night before.
Holy crap.
So, you know, them cops, they came out.
Yeah, they came hot.
Yo, put your hands behind your back. What does he do? He puts his hand in his pocket. So, you know, they tased his ass.
Hey, since you brought that up, you know how the police, you know, like when they're becoming a cop, they got to get tased. They have to go through the process of being tased and being maced and all that, right?
Yeah.
They showed this lady. They're gonna tase her, right? And there's one guy, one cat on one side holding her arm, and a big lady on the other side. I don't mean like fat, but like big, like kind of tall and a, you know, thick woman, right? Anyways, motherfucker goes and shoots the lady. She falls down, so they, you know, that's why they're holding her arms to kind of guide her down. All at the same time, it tased that first person, the one they were supposed to be tasing, but then it also ricocheted and hit the lady that was holding her arm. So she goes, and she falls down. She starts flopping like a fish out of water. And then they're still trying to figure out, well, what happened? And then they're like, oh shit, both of them got tased. And the instructor that tases her, he just like, no big deal. He's just like, oh yeah, sometimes, he's trying to make it sound smooth on what happened, but he ain't being, he ain't showing no type of like, oh, my bad or nothing.
No
but that shit
remorse
was
for
funny.
that shit.
Yeah, no remorse, no type of fucking sympathy, no empathy, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fucking, you gotta see it. It's funny, but the noise. It ain't so much that she get tased; it's the noise that you hear come out of her. You know what I mean? As she's falling and then hitting the floor and then fish out of water a little bit. You know what I mean? What annoys me is these clowns doing pranks. Oh shit!
But yeah, that's
Hey,
just gonna go bad. It's gone bad for a few, but it's gonna be fatal for one of them one day. Those something idiots, those kids.
yeah,
Yeah, they've gotten
what you
close.
said. Yeah, you said about Florida, right? And they were over there at the Home Depot's fucking around, and these guys are from Texas, right? And they don't really speak. They don't speak Spanish. One of them speaks real fucked up, broken. The other one says, "You speak Spanish? Yeah, me speak Spanish too." And then he goes over there, blah, 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 and he ain't even saying shit, right? Well, anyways, everybody in Florida speaks Spanish, right? So you got all these Cubanos and Venezolanos, and they're talking in Spanish to the dude that says, "You speak Spanish? Me speak Spanish too." And then he don't understand. He can't talk it or understand it, but he's fucking with them. Well, there was, I'm pretty sure the dude was Cuban. He fucking had something in his hand when the dude fucking sprayed him with the water hose, trying to act like it was an accident. He fucking had some type of can in his hand, and he fucking threw it at him, bam, and it busted his head open. And the dude was leaking. He went like this. He was like, oh. He got mad at his cousin for fucking laughing at him and all that. You know, them doing that or whatever, putting him up to prank. But that's his gig. You know, that's what he does. But he got butthurt because dude smacked him with the, you know, he threw that thing at him, busted his head open. But there's been some real close calls where somebody's punched him. You know what I mean? Grabbed him. You know, you ever see that one dude where he's real light skinned and he's like, hand me that there Dorito bag, boy. And, you know, hand me that there pair of pants there, boy. Boy, did you hear me? And he's telling black dudes. Usually he's talking to a black guy when he says it. And then he'll have his buddy with him. And he'd be like, did you hear Massa? Massa said, hand him that thing right there. And then he'll say, shut up, Henry, I got this. And the fucking people just like, what the fuck? They think some of them just get caught off out of nowhere, and they're just like, what the fuck? They're not understanding what's going on, right? But it's supposed to be a prank, and a lot of times you'll have dudes that'll grab them by the neck and slam them all up in the,
I gotta jump
aisle.
down.
Okay, Pipe.
All right, yeah, they'll snatch dude up, man, and fucking by the neck, and they'll try to slam them all up in the aisle, you know, where the merchandise is at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, but it's stupid shit. Like that type of shit, man, you don't fuck around. And then another one of his pranks are he'll go up to a lady that's with their dude and hand him a note and be like, call me sometime. And then the dude will be like, what? He goes, can she call me sometime? You know, that's stupid shit. Like, come on, man. You're asking for it, man. Now, another time he fucking runs up to this lady. It's a couple, and he runs up to her and he's like, he's got it's like some fake ass explosives, and he's acting like he's gonna commit suicide. And he's like, my wife just left me. I lost my job, and you know he's playing that shit, and he's kind of sniveling, acting like he's crying. And this lady fucking sees it and takes off running. Her and her dude take off running. She falls. He don't even turn back to get her, and she ends up fucking up her knee and shit. The dude's like, oh my god, that's what I didn't want to happen. You know what I mean? It's just stupid shit, man. To laugh at people at their own expense like that sometimes is not cool. Like, you know what I mean? When somebody can get hurt real bad, or you cause somebody to get so outraged that they're gonna fucking hurt you. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro, unfortunately, there's a lot of people do that, man. They like to laugh at shit like that.
Yeah. Me, I like to laugh too, man, but I don't think that's not the route to go, man.
Not at somebody else's expense.
And not those type of fucking pranks. You know what I'm saying? Not that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know, because let's face it, man. This is a fucked up world, man, that we live in, man, and people do fucked up shit. You know, sicko shit, and you know that type. You know, you're seeing all the time people going into a Walmart shooting up people. People going to their old job because they got fired and just shooting up people that have nothing to do with the reason they got fired. You know, so when somebody sees somebody run up to them like that, you know, with a fake explosive trying to be a clown about shit, you know, you could scare the fuck out of somebody, man. You know, where they could literally have, bad reaction, PTSD and shit like that,
Yeah, no doubt.
So it's just
It is what it is.
fucked up. But yeah, it is what it is. But it's fucked up, man. And But you hear that wind?
Not much. Not a lot.
Okay.
It's not decent. Lou, when's your next live, bro?
Huh?
When's your next live gonna be?
Oh, my next live? Shit, I don't even know. My next live, I don't even know. And I gotta check out something too because the StreamYard, you know how you pay every month on the StreamYard? When you want to they offer you one free, right? And then you can up it and pay all that. So I had, me not really paying attention, I had upgraded it, and then now it got turned off because I had switched cards. And so I got to figure that out. But anyways, the last live I did was I think about a week ago. So that was the first live I did in about a month. So I'm not sure yet when I'm gonna go live, but I can never stay with the schedule because originally I was going to try to do it 3 days a week and then at least 2 days a week, and just ain't been working out that way. So to be honest, I don't know. But
we'll probably get ours once a week,
Okay, that sounds good.
But my brother, you want to do a roll call? We're gonna close this one off.
Yeah. Everybody, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Joey D, Sean, Mooch, Mikey, Cat T 313, Maximus, Steve, Black Hat Music, Dindu. I always say Dindu. You say Indu, bro. Thorn, Blaze, Lash, Limo Johnny.
Stiffy Lubricante.
Stiffy Lubricante. Let's see. Beck Brooklyn. Everett. He stopped in real quick. Mikey Rats Team Pizza. Or Mickey Rats, my bad.
And thank you for the troll coward who came in the chat tonight.
That's all I got. Everybody, be sure to hit that like button before you bounce out before we end this. You know what I mean? I really don't know how much. That helps, but just do it anyway, please. Thanks.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out in the No Fly Zone. Everybody, my brothers, it was a pleasure. We'll do it again.
It is, brother.
Yep.
Well, just stay on the line while we go out.
All right.
All right, my
All right,
brothers.
people. Thanks. Enjoy your rest of your Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday. Dia de Cheque. You know what
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what that means?
We're gonna go out with an old 80s joint. So I'll talk to you in a sec.
All right.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.